This week we make our way to Adelaide and ended up staying there longer than a month. We ended up having to go back to Perth as a whole family because we yet received more bad news. Stay tuned to find out why we ended up in Adelaide for so long. And we experienced our hottest day ever and the worst heat wave. So, if you spot the animal, please comment below. We spent our first day of the week in Munta, playing on the water slides, see if you can spot my kids being silly. And then we went for more swims in the ocean before we packed up and did the long drive to Adelaide. We really did enjoy Munta, and we were heading to a Big Four caravan park in the middle of school holidays. Would this be a disaster? It is interesting to note that this seaside town of Munta has a fenced-in area for swimming on the beach. Was quite an interesting concept. I wonder if this was to keep the sharks out. If it is, what a fantastic idea. More beaches in Australia should be fenced off like this. And it also means that the kids can't get caught in a rip and be washed out to sea. Or me caught in a rip and washed out to sea. So this week in a nutshell includes the hottest day ever, arriving in Adelaide and exploring in Adelaide. But before we could start all this, we had to have a Cornish pasty. See the little handle thing? We came across another interesting highway. The Lower Light protest sculptures are a quirky and well-known roadside attraction along Port Wakefield Road just north of Adelaide. They are near Lower Light between Two Wells and Dublin. These sculptures were created by a local landowner as a form of protest about the government decisions affecting rural land, environmental development concerns and planning policies. On the way to Adelaide, we cashed in the rest of our cans, as I'm sure we'll be getting a collection for our long stay in Adelaide. We received our welcome pack and a map, and then it was time to join the human soup in the pool. I did say it was school holidays. West Beach Park's Caravan Park is actually a discovery park and not a Big Four. It is the biggest caravan park I've ever seen. It is like a small city. There is swimming pools, water park, barbecues, they've even got a little bike station, and it is fronted by the beach. And there are many activities happening at this caravan park, even when it is not school holidays. During summer, they have the strawberry ice cream van visit, which is a must-do treat. So now I'm going to take a break from boring you with my talk and just check out this amazing sunset. Seriously, a sunset over a beach, truly amazing. We know that we're going to be in Adelaide for 4 weeks or more. We've decided to do 3 important things with the boys. 1, surf lessons, 2, art lessons, and 3, the Adelaide Museum Kids Homeschooling Project. Stay tuned for more. There were lots of laughs and lots of giggles, but do my kids actually make it on the board? Have a look at this. What a little champ. I think I might have some future pro surfers on my hand. Check these little guys out. They had the best time learning how to surf. Sit back and watch these videos. Look at the biggest smile on his face as he makes his first attempt on the surfboard. What a champ. Not that one, because he fell in. This one. See? Check it out. Good thing that the board is attached to his leg, because his surfboard decided to go for a swim without him. But then, check this out. With a little bit of mummy help, look at this. Pro surfer in the making. Check it out. Not quite, but anyway, at least he gave it a go. These kids are such funny little beings. It was a great morning in the ocean learning to surf. Check out this, my older one. Maybe, no, no, let's just have a rest instead. The surf school is run by one of the local kids. He does encourage the parents and the carers to get into the water and help. He was such a great bloke. The kids really loved him. Oh, look, does he manage to stay on this time? Oh no, poor kid. Look at this. He actually manages to stay on the board for more than 1 second. 2, 3, oh, it's the shore. Oh well, good try, buddy. Well, at least he's given it a go. Maybe this is a new surfing style. Little did we know that this day was going to get hot. So, here it is, 43 degrees. An hour later, it's 45 degrees. And not much later, it is 46 degrees. The day actually reached 47 degrees. We headed off to the pub for my hubby's birthday for a cool drink and for some aircon. It was still 37 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. What a day. The next day was much cooler and we went off to the Big Wedgie. On this oval there is all these water slides set up for summer, with the biggest water slide in the southern hemisphere apparently. There was lots of encouragement to get the youngest one to go up and slide down, but the boys had so much fun, especially doing races with Dad. I certainly wasn't game to give this a go. Would you be game to give this a go? Comment below. The Big Wedgie water slide attraction is located next door to the Caravan Park at West Beach. It has massive inflatable water slides. One of them is around 18 metres tall and 80 metres long. It holds a Guinness World Record for the tallest inflatable water slide. Fancy that. It's known for being fast, steep and a bit scary. The slides include the Big Wedgie, Little Wedgie and the Big Chucker. It is a seasonal attraction, so look out and make sure that it's there before you drive all that way just to go down this Guinness Book of World Records slide. So, according to the Guinness World Records, it says that the Big Wedgie holds the record for the world's tallest freestanding inflatable water slide. Its height is approximately 18.2 metres tall, with a length of around 80 metres long. It is a freestanding inflatable giant air-filled slide that stands on its own. It's not built into a hill or a structure. It was officially recognised as the tallest of its kind in the world. The Guinness Book simply says this is the tallest inflatable water slide you can stand up anywhere. Well, make sure you give it a go. The Caravan Park has a lot of places to sit and relax and to do schoolwork. It also has a fire pit or two, and we celebrated Australia Day with the rest of the people at the caravan park. Hubby is off now back to Perth to go on an adventure with his dad, so the boys are left to our own devices without the car, so we will be catching public transport everywhere and exploring Adelaide City. There is a bus stop right outside the front of the caravan park, and the front desk can give you a bus timetable. The first stop on our solo adventure was exploring the little seaside town of Glenelg. To get to Adelaide from the caravan park, you need to catch the bus to Glenelg and then the light rail train into the Glenelg foreshore has lots of cafes. It has got a lovely little playground, and of course it has one of those scary Ferris wheel thingies, but we jumped on despite my fear of heights to have a look at the view of the little town of Glenelg. What stunning views we were rewarded with. I did my best to try and film without looking out the looking out the window, as I am afraid of heights. The kids had so much fun.
Hi, my name is Ollie.
Even though I had my eyes closed trying to film. Glenelg is also home to an amusement park called the Beach House, which has water slides inside.
Are we stopping? We're at the We are at the top of a Ferris wheel in Adelaide at Glenelg. That is not moving. Yeah, and it's not moving, unfortunately. I don't know why we had to be the ones at the top. Hey, is there a plane? Look at the plane. Oh, look at the plane up there. There's a plane up there. How are we going down? We're closer to the plane, Mum. Look, closer to the plane. Let's make sure it started moving.
We visited the Bay Discovery Centre right there on the foreshore. This is the main museum in Glenelg. It's right in the middle of everything. It is the social history museum about Glenelg and South Australia. It's located in the town hall. And the town hall is located in Moseley Square. Moseley Square is where the bus drops you off from the caravan park, and it also has the station for the train into Adelaide City. And of course it has lots of restaurants, and you can see the beach from the square. For a quick picnic in the park, we found Hayes Chocolate Factory, and of course we picked up a treat. As I would be without a car and need to go food shopping, we picked up one of these handy dandy trolleys for all our adventures to and from Adelaide. Thank you for joining us this week, and once again hang around for a fun fact and comment below if you have spotted an animal. Next week is a sad week. Please stay tuned to find out what has gone wrong and why we will end up having to fly back to Perth. Thank you once again. Please like and follow our page. Thanks guys. See you next week.